Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. On first down, Paul. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. From the 29, Brissett. Washington's got it. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Now a give, right side. It's Paul. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11.
Like 22 is coming, 22 is coming.
Brissett. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Cam Akers with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Cardinals 7, Rams 0.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Brissett. Now this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're talking about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They go play action with Brissett. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Brissett. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Love. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and 11 now, Brissett. Paul bringing it in. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
1st down, Cardinals.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
He's taken down at the 30.
7-7, our score after 1.
First quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
It's 2nd down.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. On the give, this is Akers. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Prater's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Brussett's throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give, right side. Paul. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 67 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. It's complete to Hopkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd down, it's Paul. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Badgley's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. Rolling to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing now is Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returning it is Moore. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here taken in by Isabella.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Murray's throw here complete to Kelsey.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
To throw is Brissett.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 49-yard line.
First down, Brissett. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the Cardinals' 46-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brissett.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Brissett. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. Dancing to his left. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll run on first down with Akers. And some space here. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead now up to 14.
24, Rams 10.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 31, Brissett. And this one is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Crunch time, defense. Mike 9.
Here's Brissett. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That's caught. It's James Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
First carry for James Conner. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run on first down. Akers, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Murray going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Murray now.
Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
118 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Flush to his right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 2nd and inches, Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
13. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Paul, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Brissett. He's got Mason complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 27.
On first down, it's Paul. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Michel, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Rams 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Going right back to Akers.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. A give, running right is Akers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Cam Akers
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
31, Rams 17.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brissett.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Here's Brissett. Finding Washington.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Now Brissett.
Paul bringing it in. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync.